Attention, boy. So for those of you comparing Wizkid and Fela, say that Wizkid is more bigger than Fela. Understand? I don't blame you guys because during Fela time there was no TikTok, there was no YouTube, there was no Instagram, there was no Twitter, there was no YouTube, and Fela was well known worldwide. Fela is African legend. Fela was not just a musician but a prophet. Fela was fighting against corruption. Fela was fighting for your freedom. Understand? Fela is the one that make a way for Olamide, for Wizkid, and for Davido, and for Panaba and all the rest. So that's why you have to respect Fela. If you don't know Fela, does not mean that Wizkid is bigger than Fela. Anyway, I don't blame some of you because some of you are just a Gen Z generation. Like me, I know Fela as well. I listen to Fela music. My dad, my mom, my brothers, they listen to Fela music as well. So if you say you don't know much about Fela, that Fela is not a legend, that Fela is more smaller than the Wizkid, I don't blame him because I remember when Fela said that he don't know Runtown. Understand? It sounds so funny to many people, but I don't actually blame Fela because Fela may be a kid, maybe a small boy then. That's why he don't know Runtown. But some of you that know Runtown say, "Oh, I can Fela will not know a Runtown." That's how it is right now. That's some of you said, "Oh, Wizkid is more bigger than Fela." Wizkid is still a boy to Fela, and Wizkid is still paying respect and regard to Fela. That's why Wizkid draw Fela in his body, and the same that Burna Boy did, because Fela is Africa legend. Fela is not just a musician. Fela is a legend. Fela is a prophet. Fela fights for your freedom. Like me, I respect African China and I respect Olufemi because these people sing a lot of things. They talk about the future. They talk about the past. Understand? These people are legends. So for the fact that Wizkid has gone far, has gone so all over the world, does not mean that Wizkid is bigger than Fela. Right now, I can tell you that even Rema is bigger than Wizkid right now. Wizkid, yes, before he was bigger. Understand? Like before, you cannot compare Wizkid and Davido. Wizkid was a big artist, but right now, Davido now has level to me than Wizkid. Rema has level than Wizkid. Understand? So stop saying that Wizkid is bigger than Fela. Wizkid is doing well. Everybody are doing well in their own department. So never you compare Wizkid and Fela again. Understand me? It's not good.